everything that I've ever been through or experienced in my life is now a part of my practice now. Whether it was learning how to find joy and gratitude through hard times because of having grandparents that almost died in World War II, and they taught me to be in the moment, to be grateful.
For you, it's like a gift. And maybe if you didn't have it and you didn't have been through this path in your life, you would not be able to do the thing that you are doing right now. And you are helping a lot of people.
100%.
And the most important, it's not going to be helping just people with lupus. That's important for all the people that are watching us right now. It's not about lupus. It's about arthritis. It's about migraine. It's about a lot of stuff that, for me, you being a doctor, it's very, very important talking about emotions, talking about nutrition, talking about all the other stuff that maybe in other times doctors can't talk about it,
Yeah, and it's interesting. Everything that I've ever been through or experienced in my life is now a part of my practice now. Whether it was learning how to find joy and gratitude through hard times because of having grandparents that almost died in World War II, and they taught me to be in the moment, to be grateful, even if you have terrible things happen, if you wake up and you're free, it's a good day. So they helped me. And I teach my patients that as well, that I just spent time today working with someone. And even though she's coming to me for nutrition, we spent a lot of time working on forgiveness and letting go of the pain and not punishing herself for getting sick, being allowed to be on a journey and to feel good today. Even if you're sick, you're allowed to be happy. You don't have to wait, So a lot of what I learned about how I survived the years that I was sick was because of the mindset I had and my commitment to happiness and gratitude. And so that's actually what I was planning to do as a doctor, was to go into psychiatry and help people connect to happiness and gratitude and overcome anxiety and trauma, because I knew that people will have less disease if they're happy, right? And then I got better. And so now I do both. And so I help people through, because, people with trauma have much higher rates of autoimmune. They once went to a hospital and interviewed people who were in the hospital with autoimmune, so very sick. 60% of them had had a childhood trauma. 60%, high. So if we don't address trauma and anxiety and depression, we can't truly eliminate all the chronic diseases we have. We have to do both. There are some people who just got sick, and you change their diet, they're better in 10 days. I've had people literally 10 days after I change their diet, lupus is gone. And then other people who have anxiety and depression and trauma. And so it takes us time, because we have to heal the emotional wounds and feed the body, and then they get better too. And that's what I do. Like, I have a rapid recovery group online where for 6 weeks, you have to listen to my voice every day for 6 weeks. And I help you get your diet right and do forgiveness and letting go and, attaching yourself to your purpose in your life. And people will tell me that not only did their disease go away, but they finally feel the sense of inner peace and happiness for the first time. And that really is part of what keeps you healthy. When you talk about, I don't accept the diagnosis, I don't have lupus, that's not who I am, that is part of a healthy person's mindset. There's a lot of people online who, their whole identity on Instagram is posting pictures of their rashes and their IVs, and it makes me want to cry, because I'm like, that's not who you are. Don't make your life about that. That's a moment. I had to inject myself with blood thinners. I'd take my shot, I'd take my pills, and I'd move on with my day. I wouldn't think about lupus again for the rest of the day, because I didn't want that to be my life. So it's important. What we focus on becomes our whole world. So choose carefully where you put your focus.